Alright, budget magic time. Playing some Temur Summonings in Kaladesh Standard. And we're going to have to mulligan this one once our opponent's done mulliganing. Alright. And this is actually much better. It's not insane, but it's fine. And Cathartic Reunion can find us stuff. We got metallurgic summonings. I think we'll put a land at the bottom for now. So pretty much use Radiant Flames to stay alive, get metallurgic summonings down, and win. That be the plan. Oath of Nissa for our opponent. Goes digging. Opponent finds a fortified village and passes. Let's just Evolving Wilds and pass the turn. No more Dramoka's command to worry about from Green-White. Selfless Spirit. This might be the Bant Company without the company deck. I do not know how this goes. Let's get an island. Draw apart the Water Veil. Let's just Lumbering Falls. Pass the turn for now. That Selfless Spirit is annoying. It keeps us from just wrathing with Radiant Flames. There's a Nissa for our opponent. Also a bit annoying. Ooh, pumps up Selfless Spirit. Okay. Hits us for 3. Now let's see what we draw. Another part the Water Veil. Well, Mountain, and let's just Radiant Flames. Only a 1-for-1, but might as well get rid of Selfless Spirit. Pass the turn. Well, we have what we need to win in hand. We just need to get to it. We'll have to see if we Cathartic Reunion next turn, possibly. Opponent makes a plant, and passes. We draw another part the Water Veil. Good lord. Let's Cathartic Reunion, pitch a part the Water Veil and the Evolving Wilds. Play a Mountain, pass the turn. I hate getting rid of part the Water Veil, but I think it's necessary. Now we're set up to Metallurgic Summonings into stuff for a while. Another Oath of Nissa for our opponent. Sacks 1. Gets a Plains. Makes a plant token. Well, things are going to start getting fun next turn. Well, the turn after next turn. Not this turn. Another Glimmer. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Metallurgic Summonings. Ship the turn. Good luck, opponent. So now we get to start glimmering into lands in theory, which gets us to part the Water Veil, and should win us the game. Is this Gideon? Ooh, really? Quarantine Field? Main deck Quarantine Field. Okay. Well, that slows us down. So I guess there technically is hate for Metallurgic Summonings in Standard. Rare, but it's there. Opponent passes. Let's Glimmer here. We want to make our land drop if we can. Natural Connections to the bottom. Evolving Wilds to the top. Play Evolving Wilds. Pass the turn. Well, this would have been awesome if we had the Summonings on the battlefield, but it should still be fine even without it. Nissa is actually kind of getting close to Ultimate. Ooh, and also Westville Abbey. That's scary. So our opponent can Westville Abbey next turn? Alright, Evolving Wilds. Get a Mountain. I guess we Nissa's Renewal. Mountain, Island, Forest. Play Cinderglade. Pass the turn. And our opponent's probably just going to Ormondal here, I assume. And we'll have to see if we can win through Ormondal. Opponent makes a token. Would be easier if we had Metallurgic Summonings, but... Oh, not going Ormondal. Okay. I guess they're going to leave the ability to Ormondal in the future. Gets in with the Dorks. Puts us down to 18. Wouldn't mind finding another Summonings. Forest. Let's Glimmer of Genius. See what we can find. There's a Summonings and a Tormenting Voice. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put Let's put both on top. Then we Forest and Metallurgic Summonings and Tormenting Voice, pitching Cathartic Reunion. Get a 2/2. Draw a couple cards. You have to think maybe 1 or 2 Quarantine Fields has got to be all this deck has. Alright, pass the turn. Well, in theory, we just can win next turn. We'll see, though. We need the Metallurgic Summonings out if we're going to win next turn. Opponent's going to make a token. I'm assuming at some point they're going to go Ormondal. Plays a land. Pumps up the Dorks. Trade off. Take a bunch. Down to 7. Does our opponent have a second Quarantine Field is the question. They do not. Alright. So now I think we win. Most likely. So we part the Water Veil, awakening a forest. So let's play Wandering Fumarole. Part the Water Veil. Awaken a forest. Get a 6/6. If we pass, our opponent's going to flip to... Or if we attack, our opponent's going to flip to Ormondal. So let's pass the turn. There's Nissa's Renewal. So now we're not close to dying. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's Nissa's Renewal. Get a 6/6. Get more lands out of our deck. And then part the Water Veil. Get another 6/6. We could use another spell. We're 1 artifact short right now. Still can't really attack. Harness Lightning works. Can we get... Do we have enough mana to get back and play our part the Water Veil? And if we attack with everything, do we win? Not yet. So let's see. 1, 2... 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's think about this. How much mana do we have? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And this costs 5. This costs 5. So we actually can't. So we got to wait another turn. So we Cultivator's Caravan. And I think we just passed the turn now. So no winning yet. Winning next turn. Opponent has an Avacyn. So let's Harness Lightning the 3/3. Get an artifact. Then we Natural Connections. Get an artifact. Search for a land. Might as well grab an island. Exile Metallurgic Summoning. Get back all our stuff. And then Harness Lightning, a plant token. Archangel Avacyn comes down. We pass. Discard Radiant Flames, Natural Connection, and a Nissa's Renewal. So what we're worried about here is our opponent having a cheap creature, Nissa token, sack to Westville Abbey, get in with all the flyers. That's how things could go wrong, because then Avacyn will flip and will die to the Avacyn flip. Alright. Opponent has Declaration in Stone to kill all of our 6/6s. Yikes. That was annoying. Opponent gets in with Avacyn. Well, let's see what we find. They can still flip Westville Abbey. Now we need another... Ooh. Okay. This actually changes things. Sort of. We need another one of our Metallurgic Summonings. We have a lot left in our deck. So Cathartic Reunion, discarding Glimmer and Tormenting Voice. Cathartic Reunion, discarding Natural Connection and Mountain. Come on. Alright, there's Summonings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, Metallurgic Summonings. Cinderglade. 1 red, blue, green. Radiant Flames X3. Opponent's going to sack everything to flip into an Ormondal. And then we got to figure out how to beat Ormondal. So everything's sacked. Westville Abbey becomes Ormondal. We get a 3/3, but it dies to Radiant Flames. So, Part the Water Veil gets us a 6/6. Are we out of Part the Water Veils? We have, what, 1 left? Pass the turn. Avacyn doesn't do anything. So let's Glimmer. See if we can find our Part the Water Veil. I think Part the Water Veil wins it for us. Bottom and bottom. Cathartic Reunion. Discard Land and Cultivator's Caravan. Come on, Part. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, Tormenting Voice, pitching Radiant Flames. There it is. And then Awaken, Apart the Water Veil, targeting an island. And our opponent's going to be at what? 27, 6, 12, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. All right, we got it. Wow, we found the line. So we just take another turn. And then we Glimmer of Genius. We'll keep Summonings. Fire up a Lumbering Falls. Fire up our Wandering Fumarole. Tap our Summoning Sick construct to crew our Cultivator's Caravan. Wow, look at us go. Everything at our opponent, flip power and toughness, and that should do it. Even through the Ormondal. Opponent blocks, goes up to 27, but we hit them for way more than that. Whoo! Well, that's how Metallurgic Summonings gets it done. Wow! Alright, opponent, how was that? I am wishing we had a few different things in the sideboard, but still, this is so good. So we want another Radiant Flames. Maybe go down a Harness Lightning. Opponent probably has a ton of Planeswalkers, so let's go up Negates and go down the rest of the Harness Lightnings. Well, maybe we want one. We can go down... Yeah, that's fine. Let's try it like this. Let's run it like that. Okay. This is reasonable. Lots of tap lands, unfortunately. Especially for our land that has a million basics, but... Fortified Village, untap for our opponent. For no reason. Lumbering Falls, goo. Because of these tap lands, we can't actually kill a Nissa, which is bad. Aye, and Lambholt Pacifist is going to flip, which is also bad. Evolving Wilds, go. Ugh. So we might just die to this Lambholt Pacifist on the play here. Pacifist flips to a 4/4. I guess that's a reason to leave in more Harness Lightnings. I guess I was being greedy. Opponent gets in for 4. Plays a Sylvan Advocate. We need this thing to flip back around. Oh! Now we just need to draw an untap land. Untap land lets us just wrath our opponent's board? And then we're kind of back to where we want to be. So crack this. Grab a mountain. Look at all these untap lands. Let's draw one of them. Please? Flips back around. There's a forest. Alright. I mean, this doesn't guarantee we win, but it's a pretty big game to Radiant Flames away both of those creatures. Pass the turn. Opponent's follow-up is another Pacifist. Fortified Village, tapped. Shimmer of Genius. Well, Evolving Wilds. Oh, our tap lands are so painful. Let's just pass the turn. Maybe I should have Cathartic Reunion there to try to hit an untap land so we could leave up the negate. That might have been better. We kind of want to leave up negate, though, for a Planeswalker. Selfless Spirit for our opponent. More threats. Gets in for 4. We drop to 12. And Felidare Cub. Ugh. That's annoying. Well, let's... Natural Connections. Get an island. Evolving Wilds cracked. get a mountain. Flips back around. So let's Cathartic Reunion, pitch Cathartic Reunion, and negate. Play a mountain, pass the turn. I don't know if this is going to do it or not, but we're giving it a shot. At least they can't attack with Lambholt Pacifist. Opponent gets in for 4. Hits us down to 8. We do have Nissa's Renewal, though. We're trying to work around this Felidar Cub. So let's Glimmer of Genius. I think we're keeping both of these. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, Nissa's Renewal. Gets us some land, gains us enough life that we're not in danger of dying. Get an island, and a mountain. Play an island. Pass the turn. We're not dead yet. Is this an Avacyn? Opponent's last card is Avacyn. Well, let's see if we can win through this Avacyn. Westville Abbey for our opponent. Not enough Oh, that means they can make a token, though. This might be a problem. Well, our opponent gets in. Down to 4. Flips their Lambholt Pacifist for the time being. We draw a land. Well, let's play Cinderglade. Part the Water Veil. Awake our forest. And might as well go attacking. Opponent makes a token and just takes the beats. Alright. We drew another one. Oh my goodness. So we get an island. We part the Water Veil. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Part the Water Veil. Awake this island. Are we really just going to combo off and win here? So go to combat. Attack with both. Opponent blocks. And blocks. Sack Selfless Spirit. Alright. So nothing dies. We go to our next turn. Avacyn transforms. Puts us to 1. We are going to win. We part the Water Veil. Number 3. Awaken the island. Good game, opponent. Attack with everything. And our opponent managed to beat our summonings. Did not beat the Part the Water Veils. Blocks one of our mountains. Drops to 1. Avacyn dies. Play Evolving Wilds. Crack Evolving Wilds. And our opponent scoops it up. Woo! Oh, first game we got the crazy combo. And then game 2. Wow, this deck is really sweet. This deck is legit sweet and super cheap. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait for all you to see this deck because it is awesome.